Hello there. So yeah, man, today was good day, bro. Again, I didn't sleep. It's not like well. Like this now is more a matter of quantity, hours. Like I slept 6 hours, you know. So yeah, I mean, you can live. Like I'm not used to it. But you can function good with 6 hours. If it's really good 6 hours. I mean it was like on average six hours of sleep, so yeah. That impacted me. But it's still I trained and um was a good session though. And then like today I performed like crazy, man. Like it was really good. Like I was kind of like sleepy, but like especially when I arrived at the company. But what I did, which I do every day actually, the first thing that I do once I arrive at the company is go to the toilet. Like now I'm not even doing that anymore because I don't feel the need to go to the toilet. You know, like my biological clock is changing. But yeah, but I got there and like the first thing that I did was the meditation. And, like it was good. It's like 10 minutes, 11 minutes of meditation, and like I did half of the beginning, and then I kind of dozed off. I slept a little. I took a nap, and that like recharged me completely. Like what? Like fucking 5 minutes, man. But like it was really good. I just and then I woke up and I was let's fucking go. So I started my activities was 8:30 a.m. So like my goal was to just because like yesterday I noticed that since I closed like one or two deals, I don't remember, but I closed and I got happy, and like that's a problem because if I attach my happiness, which is I don't like that word because it's too utopic, uh, it, delusional, but satisfaction. Satisfaction is more grounded. If I attach my satisfaction to the number of closes that I make in the day, I'm fucked because that's gonna vary. Because there's a lot of other things that impact this number that don't have control, like the time, for example. Like the timing now is not good. No, it's end of the year, so like the time is really not good. So like I can't control that. You know, I can control the quality of the list. A lead, like if I source my own leads, that's one thing. But like they're gonna be cold as fuck. So yeah, but you know, I must attach my satisfaction to me doing the process. Because like if you like the again Alex told that like impatient with inputs, patient with outputs, and patient is according to him like finding something else to do in the meantime. So like fuck man, like because man like for you to get the outputs you gotta have to put the inputs. But if when you're doing the inputs you're thinking about the outputs, your inputs is gonna be jeopardized. It's gonna be affected negatively because you're thinking in other shit and you're not focused on doing the task. And what matter is the task because doing the task correctly is what is gonna allow you to potentially get the outcome. So like for me, I was like, man, the thing is the process. I put like there like to reach 50 different leads, like different leads, not number of touches, but like number of leads that I reach. So I put that like I hit was 660. Oh fuck, 63. And keep in mind that I'm dialing manually the numbers. And so yeah, like dialing manually the numbers can be exhausting. But like, like it's a lot. It's a lot. How did I say? It's a lot, But the numbers and a lot of no, I'm already a client. I'm already a client. I'm not into that. And then like, I noticed that as I was getting through that shit, like this, like the trenches, like really going through that shit. Like after a while, I wasn't like caring anymore. I was just fuck them, Just it's the process, My mind completely because I think I was, in deprivation of sleep, so my focus got so narrow to like that's the only thing that matters now. Fuck everything and everybody. Fuck the company. Like fuck everything. Like what matters is my performance. I know, like I'm doing this. Someone else is getting rich. I know that shit. But what I'm focusing here is to develop the skill of focus, even when the conditions is not perfect. So like focus on the task. Like follow my own instructions. Being my own coach, my own mentor, my own man, like me guiding me through this shit. So like that happened, like what, like because my supervisor like which is good at least depending I don't know but like he doesn't like he said by my side but like most of the times he doesn't pay that much attention because he knows that I'm doing this shit. Like he knows. Like most of like I can say most of the time I'm not talking. Like because they talk about silly shit. Like literally they talk a lot about taking shit, taking a shit. I don't know why. It's funny, but I just laugh. I don't participate in the conversations and like the only times that I ask something or say something, like 99% of the time, it's related to the work. Like maybe here and there, like I talk about something else, but more most of the time it's just the work. Like how do I do this? Like the customer said this. How do I reply that? And like I'm just dialing, and putting the spreadsheet, and like I have my numbers. I know my numbers. So like because like this is something that I wasn't like familiar with. I learned that doing the remote sales. Like if I didn't have this background, I would be fucked because I didn't know where to start, like how to be resourceful. But since I went through this shit, now I have like the the right tools, the mental tools, and the mindset, and like adequate to the job, to the role. And man, like was good. Especially like in the afternoon, like it came a time like was 3:30 p.m. like like I was done. Like I was tired, sleepy, kind of hungry, and like they I don't know how. Oh shit! I don't know how to say that in English. But they bought this junky food. It's like it's not like pasta, but fuck, man, I don't know how to explain that. Shit, I have no idea how to explain it. Damn. But it's like, you know, not pasta, but like it's flour, like it's made of flour. It's like not a pancake, but like not the shape, but the consistency is like of a pancake, and like but it's salty. It's not like sweet. It's salty, and then like it's like fuck a triangle, but like there's like spheres, there's like triangles, and like inside of it there's like some meat. Sometimes it's meat, sometimes it's cheese, you know. So like they bought it, and like I like it. I like it. So, but like I'm focusing on especially like I'm eating less, because I had time to eat, like I was fat as fuck. So fuck that shit. I have a lot of stored fat here, so I don't need that. I might need psychological. Fuck that shit, you know. But that, kind of like, because I'm human, like sometimes it doesn't feel like it. I'm human, so. But I'll like, no, fuck that, And like they were like doing some, but like I don't mind because I have the earphone. Like I use two earphones, of my like the one of my phone and like the headset of the company. So like, it's just to make sure that I'm completely like zone out of everything outside me and just focus on the task, because the works needs doing. The work needs doing, man. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you feel. Like you must do the work if you want to win. You know. But like it's stress, it's sleep deprived and like kind of hungry. And, like a lot of no response, like negative response. Some like pain, like some assholes. I also call some assholes some guys that are just jealous of their wives. Like I call like because man, I have the name and the number and that's it. Like what they did, like they were like consulting their address. They were like just giving their name. Like that's the only thing that I have. So I called them like let's say Sarah. Hey Sarah, how are you doing? My name is Matt. I'm from XYZ. Like it's just that. And like the guy, oh, this is Sarah's husband. Who are you? What do you want, bro? Oh, man. Like I get it. Like especially now the meditation like was superb. Like was it worked like a charm. Because I got angry with some customers. I felt the anger. I recognized that, and I was like, okay, now I have a choice. What do I want to do? And like that's hard, especially when you're just, like on the edge of stepping. Like, oh fuck you. Of course not. I wouldn't say that, but I would be rude. Like not saying bad words, but I would be rude. But no, I didn't do that. I was like, no, let's take a breath and let's be rational here. Let's be on the top of that. Of this primal shit, which is emotion. And like I control myself and like I close two guys, man. So like my expectations was one close during throughout the whole week. I think yesterday I closed one or two, I don't remember. But yeah, man, and like who? And then like other thing that I start applying, there's this guys, they keep staring at me. So like other thing, I'm starting to using these mental models, noise, signal ratio, the maps on the territory, and no, that's the two that I know very well, and that I'm applying. But there's a lot of others that I do like unconsciously, but like this is more like related to meditation. But like when I feel something, like I was labeling it as fear, like oh man, because I don't like you know people staring at me like if we're talking like face to face, that's one thing. Like I don't mind, like look in the eye, but like if you're not talking to me and you're looking at me like in my eyes, it's weird. It's weird, and like that bothers me. But and again, being real here, like when I was in high school, when I was a kid, like this type of guys, like tall guys and like thug guys, like trying to be tough, like they intimidated me because I was just a kid. I didn't know shit. I didn't know any better. Like now, like I'm with a different body and like I'm building a different mind. So, like, but I have memory. My body has memory of that. So like I attach this shit. I build this narrative, but I get it now that there is this narrative, and I like oh shit. This is just activation. That's how I'm calling thanks to ChatGPT. But no, I was already doing that automatically thanks to meditation with Sam Harris. Like you'll notice in the appearances in conscious, but like that's the next level because I was just identifying. I'm feeling angry, and like I'm feeling, and like I was labeling it. Now I just on this is an activation of my nervous system. Like that's hard to do it like when you're like in the peak of the emotion. But like with repetition, you manage that, right? And like the next level is to break this in parts. So instead of I'm feeling like activation, like my nervous system is active. I feel like my nervous system is active. My heart is like my heart rate is high. I'm sweating. You know I'm feeling like not mumbling, but my body is like trembling a little. Okay, that's are the symptoms. So just feel the symptoms and notice how they disappear because they come and go. Like and just be still with that and let that come and go in our conscious. Like the next level to that would be like to being personal and notice that this is not happening to you because there's no you. This is just happening. Like I'm getting to level 2. Like doing this like in practice is like the level 1 of like identifying like I'm good at it. But like the level of like breaking it down, and then like the last level being personal. No, it's a lot of repetition, but I'm gonna get there. And like that's applied to anything in life. So that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of meditation. But yeah, man, it was a really good day, and like I touched myself through the process, and I nailed that shit. And like tomorrow's just gonna be it's gonna be part time because it's after tomorrow is gonna be a Christmas. So yeah, for me it doesn't matter. I couldn't care less. But yeah, man, that was it. It was a really good day. That's it. Take care, bro.